After the Leafs allowed 4 goals in 6 consecutive games due to lack of defense play from your defensemen to your forwards and lack of goaltending from Peter Mrazek and Jack Campbell initially, it was ugly for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they needed some sort of stability in net. Who do they go to tonight? I mean, we all kind of had the feeling, especially after that 1 goal on 11 shot performance that he had coming into the game after the Mrazek fiasco. Erik Kallgren gets his first start in the NHL, going up against the Dallas Stars, who, going into the game, 10 games over 500 at 32-22, a solid team all around. And not only do the Leafs play extremely well in front of them, like I'm talking a full, complete game on offense, on defense, right? The forwards playing solid defensively, causing the turnovers. Defense doing a great job clearing things out in front, not allowing anything real good to happen for the Dallas Stars. And Erik Kallgren, I mentioned in that 11-save performance that he had in relief, the kid looks so calm, cool, and collected in the net. Not a lot of movement. He's very poised, great positioning, and you saw that tonight as he picks up the shutout. The Leafs win it 4-0 over the Dallas Stars, and he picks up the 35-save shutout in his NHL debut as a starter. Congratulations to Erik Kallgren. Unbelievable. The 4th Leaf ever to do so. The last one to do so, Garrett Sparks. And honestly, my feeling towards Garrett Sparks will never change, as the fact that the guy was too flopping around like a fish all the time that it won't last in the NHL. It did in his first game. I believe it was against the Oilers. But, he didn't last very long. Erik Kallgren, however, we don't know what the future holds with this kid. We have no idea. 25-year-old. Remember, he just won a championship in the Swedish League last year. So he's got the talent to get there. He's got the poise to go through that. Now, I'm not saying he's going to jump in here, win his first game, and be the starter for the Leafs and take us to the promised land. That's not what I'm saying. But what he did do is he ended that streak of 4 goals allowed in 6 straight games and gets a shutout. Now, as I mentioned off the top, the Leafs did a really good job in front of him. Can we talk about the 2-on-1 in the first period where he didn't overplay the puck, made the save? Yeah, there's a little scramble in front, but it gets cleared to the side of the rebound. He did a great job, not over-moving, not flopping around like crazy, positionally being in the right spot. He did a great job. Now, let's get to the goals, though, real quick. First period, all right? Under halfway through, John Tavares enters the zone, drops the puck off for Mitch Marner, who fires a down low to Rasmus Sandin, who's already pinched up into the play. He's about just about the circle, maybe just below the circle, and he gets it and kind of darts right for the net. And Jake Oettinger hugged the post, but Sandin goes to the backhand and backhands him on the far side, and it beats him. And the Leafs drop 1-0. Tavares Marner grab assist on the goal at 7:22 of the first period. All right, we're feeling good right now. 4 minutes after that, Tavares wins a draw. But not only did he win it once, right? He tied the guy up and then gets his stick over and just kind of a little backhand feed. I don't know how he did it, but he got it back to the point to, I believe it was to Nylander. Then he went over to Liljegren, or might have just gone right back to Liljegren, who gives it over to Nylander, who's in the high slot, and he holds it for a bit. Right? Instead of just letting it rip right when he gets it, he holds it for a bit to open up the lane, and he does so, and he rips it on, but it was a low shot, and who gets a piece of it? John Tavares gets the deflection, and it beats Jake Oettinger at 11:16 of the first period. Nylander and Liljegren grab assists, and the Leafs have a 2-0 lead. But we have seen this evaporate so many times lately, we're trying not to get too excited. Meanwhile, before we move on, though, remember, obviously we talked about in the last game, the Austin Matthews thing. I was assuming he was going to get some sort of suspension. He ends up getting a 2-game suspension for the cross-check on Rasmus Dahlin in the Heritage Classic. And I thought it was going to be 1. He got 2. And honestly, I get it. A cross-check to the neck, a cross-check to the head. I understand it. But what that meant, right, with Austin Matthews being out of the lineup, John Tavares moves up. And clearly he made an impact, right? Getting an assist on that first goal, obviously the secondary assist, the drop off to Mitch Marner, and then gets the tip in on the second goal of the night. So a great job from John Tavares, a goal and an assist in the first period to get the Leafs out in front. Nothing going on in the second period except for Erik Kallgren making some big-time stops, especially late when they got a power play. Great job from Kallgren. He was fantastic all night long. We'll get to him. I want to touch on that a little bit later on, but let's just get through this. Third period, Leafs got a power play early. I believe it was an abbreviated power play going into the third period. Near the end of it, like 5 seconds left, Morgan Rielly's at the point, right? He doesn't see a lane, but he's got so much space to walk into it, and he just takes off. right? Gets his legs going, takes right off, right direct, a beeline right for the net. And what that does, the defense got to step up. And what that means is it leaves the slot wide open because someone's got to come over and help. They do. That leaves Kasha's one-timer wide open. And he drops on the platter for Kasha, and he rips it past Jake Ottinger for his 12th or 13th goal of the season. And the Leafs, they got a 3-0 lead less than a minute in. Wow, this is not like the Toronto Maple Leafs, but we're still like it's a 3-0 lead. I get it. Kallgren's playing great. The team's playing great. We have seen this before, though, where things change and evaporate fast. But it's okay. And as the third period goes along, right, the Leafs dominating zone time every time they got anything into the zone, either was blocked, a missed shot, or a one-and-done shot on Kallgren. And the Leafs come back the other way. There was really no controlled zone time for the Dallas Stars in that third period. And then Ilya Mikheyev from his own end rifles one into the net. I thought he played fantastic tonight. His legs were a-going. He had one play in the third period which just blew by his defender and went right to the net. Almost beat Jake Ottinger. The puck was sitting there and Kemp couldn't bang home the rebound. But just an incredible game from Mikheyev. He deserved the empty netter. Riley gets the lone assist on that goal. By the way, Riley and Marner had the assist on the Kasha goal at 52 seconds on the power play. Riley gets the lone assist on the Mikheyev goal at 18:36 of the third period. And after that Mikheyev goal, I'm sitting here, and probably every Leaf fan is sitting here, saying, play for your goalie. And after that, the Dallas Stars, they don't really get any chances the rest of the way. Again, Leafs keeping to the outside. I don't know what... Honestly, guys, and I can speak from experience, obviously playing hockey for quite a few years when I was younger. When you have confidence in your goalie, or you know that, hey, let's play good for this young fella, right? Not the other way around where, oh God, please make a stop. That makes you play so tight, and disasters happen, which have been happening so often for the Leafs. But you go in there with Kallgren tonight, the Leafs like, hey, we have this young guy in net. Let's play hard for him. Let's play solid in front of him. And they go out there and they do that. Also, when you have confidence with your goalie right behind you, you can play free. Now, obviously, Kallgren's played one game in the NHL, started one game in the league, so it's not like they have that yet. But they went out there tonight, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they played a phenomenal game. From top to finish, from minute 1 to minute 60. Yeah, there were a few flurries in there where they got some, quite a few opportunities, but the defense keeping pucks to the outside, Kallgren making the stops, one and done, freezing the puck when needs to, or if not, knocking the puck to the corner if it's in a disastrous area. He did a great job. Shots on goal in the game were 40-35 in favor of the Leafs, 13-10 Dallas in the first, 18-13 Leafs in the second, and 12-9 Leafs in the third. Yeah, get that. You were up by 2-0 going in, or you're up 2-0 going in the third. You could say 3-0 since the third goal was a minute in. And they're the ones that should be pressing. Heck, they pulled the goalie with 3 minutes left. And yet you still outshot them by 3 in the period, 12-9. It tells you how good the Leafs were down the stretch. Power play wise, they had 3 power plays, we had 2. Right? They were 0 for 3 on their power play. The Leafs were 1 for 2 in their power play. Obviously, the Kasha goal to start the third. He was fantastic. The Leafs just played a really good game. Now, is that confidence for your goalie? Is that the mindset of, hey, let's play good in front, which you should have every night. But when you don't have confidence in your goalie, you play so tight, and you feel like you have to do every little thing right. And that's when you do everything wrong, is when you're playing so tight. And the Leafs, I'm not saying they're the best decor in the league. I'm not saying they're finally showing the true colors as a good defensive team, because no, there's still holes around. We all know that. But the way they played tonight is exactly the way this team needs to play to win. And we'll see what happens going forward. I think we can all say that Erik Kallgren deserves the next game as well. If he doesn't, I'd be baffled. I have no idea what Sheldon Keefe is thinking. Key players in the game, Erik Kallgren. No goals on 35 shots. Rebound control was great. As I mentioned, whenever there was a rebound, he was always ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, he makes a stop, he's up, and he's looking for that rebound. Or he's down in the butterfly, keeping an eye on it, right? We've been watching a lot of Mrazek, even Jack Campbell before his injury. He's lying down, trying to make these stops, flying around like crazy. I mean, look, if it hits you, hey, it looks great. But you're not really making the stop. For Kallgren today, makes a stop, a scramble in front, but he stays low, but he's looking for that. And that's what we loved about Frederik Andersen. He was always calm, cool, and collected in the net. So, I don't know what Kallgren's going to be moving forward. We know he's won at different levels, right? He had a .904, I believe, save percentage in the Marlies. So, not the greatest, but again, better than both goalies we've been seeing lately for the Leafs. He won in the Swedish League last year, like the championship, and in his first 2 outings as a Toronto Maple Leaf, he's done a great job. Now, obviously, tendencies and whatnot, they don't know as of yet, the opponents, so we'll see what that looks like moving forward. But for tonight, you enjoy it. 35 saves for Erik Kallgren. Great job from him. John Tavares, a goal and an assist. Mitch Marner with 2 assists in the game. Morgan Riley with 2 assists in the game. And get this, not only was John Tavares at a 2-point night, was fantastic, replacing Austin Matthews in the top unit, the guy won 69% of the faceoffs. I mean, that's ludicrous. He dominated. JT was fantastic in tonight's game, and you're obviously going to need him to be big in the next one, because the next contest for the Leafs is on Thursday at 7 p.m. on home ice against the Carolina Hurricanes. So Carolina's a damn good team. We all know that, and it's going to be a test. Right, Erik Kallgren, look, you got the Dallas Stars. Like I said earlier, if he plays Mrazek, Sheldon Keefe, and I see him on this post game right now, I'm really hoping he's saying, yeah, he's in the cage right for Thursday against Carolina. Because if he's not, and they go back to Mrazek, I'm like, well, what are you doing? Mrazek hasn't shown you squat lately to do anything good. He's shown you maybe a few signs here and there this season that he can make some stops. But overall, Kallgren tonight deserves the next start against Carolina on Thursday. All right. You know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, because if you didn't enjoy the game tonight, you're either not a Leaf fan or you just, I don't know, you're miserable. That's all there is to it. Smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game day for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's not a lot to not like, but there's a ton you can like from the Toronto Maple Leafs game tonight. And hey, my God, this is the first time we've been able to say this for a while. Like, yeah, the Leafs won a couple games in a row, whatnot, but they blew a bunch of leads. They win like 6-5. Like, it's just, they're not really good games. Tonight, that's a good contest. Comment down below. Go nuts. Twitter link is down below, so follow up. Send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Heck, Jay's edition. I thought I was going to talk to you maybe today, Schwarber and Freeman-wise, but we'll maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens between the Jays and Kyle Schwarber and Freddie Freeman. So we'll see what happens there. But as for the Toronto Raptors, they play tomorrow night. Here we go, 10:30 again. God dang it. As they're in LA still at the Staples Center. Yeah, I know it's crypto.com. I don't care if it's crypto at Staples Center to me. 10:30 tip-off there against the Clippers. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, their next contest, as we mentioned, is on Thursday night, 7 p.m. puck drop against Carolina Hurricanes, Scotiabank Arena. A real test for this team. They go out there and play like this tonight, they can win a game against Carolina. But we'll have to wait and see, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.